Hello, hello, and welcome back to Limits. So we're just gonna continue Gran's route. So after a bit more deliberation, the two of you finally set off with you sitting shotgun. The tiger takes you around town, scouting the area for any mishaps. Is there something specific that I should keep an eye out for? I'm not sure what it is that I'm supposed to focus on.
Well, just do what you think is best.
That doesn't help. Like, at all.
Just rely on your guts, really. You should be fine. It's not like I'm expecting you to predict the future or read minds, Dan. Just look around and keep an eye out.
I guess. It just isn't that much. Yeah. But isn't there a better way to approach this?
More often than not, I usually rely on my instincts about these kind of stuff.
Instinct? That's not really something that can be learned then, is it?
Probably not. But I'm sure there's a methodical approach to it. One that I'm not aware of.
You couldn't help but shake your head in astonishment, smiling softly in the meanwhile. You're a lousy supervisor, you know that?
Hey, watch it, intern. As lousy as I can be, I'm still the one who's assessing you. So you better be careful with what you say.
With a dramatic gasp, you reply, "Oh man, my supervisor is threatening me? How uncouth.
Bah. Uncoth. I don't know about where you're from, but uncoth isn't within the definition of a feline.
Are you sure about that?"
Minus point from doubting your supervisor.
Wait, what? Since when are we grading this?
Another point for not paying attention.
You can't just make something up like that on the spot. That's stupid.
Bad attitude and calling me stupid? Minus 2 points.
What?
You're not winning this battle, Dan. Give up. Let what happens happen.
You may have won this battle, but the war is not over.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Hey, Gran, can I ask you something?
Shoot.
How long have you been working as a police officer? The tiger taps the steering wheel in a rhythm as he ponders about the question. His face is still glued to the front.
It's been a few years, I think. After I graduated high school, I took a couple of months to myself before applying for jobs.
High school? Does that mean they also have college or universities? Do you have colleges here? Or universities?
Yeah. One actually happened to be here in Ironhaven.
And you didn't think of pursuing a degree or some sort? The tiger gives out a small chuckle. His pair of blue eyes droop down for a moment at the mention of the subject.
I would. But I just don't think I'll be able to go through it, you know? Not exactly a book-smart kind of guy, if you couldn't already tell. Dave, on the other hand. Anyway, I guess the other reason is that because we don't have enough finances to cover the cost. It's not exactly cheap, you know. Probably could have applied for a scholarship, but then again, I don't think I'm smart enough to qualify.
Oh, I see.
I figured it'd be better off just getting a job that I'll be a higher chance of succeeding in. Still, can't say I don't envy those gifted with the brains.
You do have brains, though.
You know what I mean. What about you, Dan? Can't remember if you already mentioned whether you've attended those kind of stuff. Since, you brought it up.
Me? Well, I was able to finish an undergrad degree in business studies. It wasn't an easy ride, but I managed to pull through. A couple of months later, I got a job at a local business firm and yada yada.
Wow, you're a pretty smart guy, eh?
Nah. I'd like to think that I'm slightly above average. You smirk.
Still better than me, then.
The patrol continues smoothly for a while more, while the tiger occasionally steals glances at you. There is a smile on the tiger's face. The tiger seems happy. The remaining ride continues in silence as the two of you drive around town, patrolling the neighborhood. After a while, the tiger parks the vehicle in a parking lot of a familiar-looking place. Is it always this quiet around town?
Yep. Pretty much. Were you expecting it to be more, action-y?
Maybe just a little. If things are, quiet, then at least it, means that the town is safe. Which is always a good thing. Why are we here, anyway?
Just going to pick up some lunch. Got anything you want?
You're going to buy me lunch?
Yes, and don't worry about the bill. The chief already covered it.
Oh, that must have been the money Oppenheimer gave him. If that's the case, then I'd want lunch. I don't know a lot of the menu around here, so I guess just pick whatever one you'd recommend. It should be fine. I should be fine.
Okay, if you say so.
Thank you.
Actually, do you want to come with me?
Are we dining in?
Sure. We can spare a bit of time.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, why not? Let's.
Cool. Get out so I can lock the car.
You do as you are told. So, where are we going?
Just follow me.
The tiger follows you into a building. From the look of it, it seems to be a food court of some kind.
So, you still want me to order for you?
I think it's faster that way.
Alright, just pick...
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Just pick a place to sit, and I'll come over once I'm done with the order.
Roger that, Commander.
Keep that up, and I might give you a milkshake.
Milkshake? The tiger chuckles, giving you a wink before heading off towards one of the stalls. Was that something? You spend the remaining time waiting in silence as you fiddle around with your new phone. Eventually, the tiger returns, holding two medium-sized cups of drink. Is that one for me?
Ha, no. They're both for me!
Despite what the tiger just said, the tiger slides the cup over to you.
It's a vanilla milkshake. Wasn't sure what you'd like, so I ordered the same thing as mine. If you're not a fan, let me know. I wouldn't mind drinking another.
No, it's cool. I like this. Thanks.
No worries. Our food should come in a few minutes, so we could relax and chat in the meanwhile.
Nice. Does that mean we have we can have a Q&A session?
Questions and answer? Sure. Only if I do the same.
Wow, what the fuck? Ah, whatever, it's fine. If only,
Only if I can do the same.
Okay, deal. The tiger extends his hand.
Seal the deal.
Without hesitation, you take it in. The tiger's big hand is firm.
Good. Let's do 3 questions each, alright? So, make it count. And since I'm nice, I'll let you ask first.
Sheesh, thanks. I mean, I'm staring at that second to last one, like, he's not gonna answer. But I want him to answer. I assume he's not an orb user. And I'm not gay enough to ask this yet. What happened to your sister?
She, got in a bit of an accident. Currently, she's being treated in a hospital. It's been a while now since she has woken up.
But what happened?
It's an orb-related matter. That's as much as I'm willing to share for you. I'm willing to share for now. My memory, it's a memory that I don't want to recall at the moment. Sorry.
It's fine, I understand. Sorry to hear about your sister. I hope she'll pull through.
She will. Thanks, Dan.
No worries. I don't care about his name. So, are you an orb user?
No, I am not. And I am completely fine with not being one. You're an orb user, right? Honestly, I don't envy you for being one. The perks can be nice and all, but the cost, I don't know about that.
I'm not a fan of... you're not a fan of orb users, are you?
I wouldn't say I don't like orb users. More like what it does to the user specifically. They tend to get arrogant, which I'm not a fan of. Not to mention, but a lot of them seem to have a death wish using them all willy-nilly. Then again, you're an orb user, and here we are having lunch. About to, anyway. So yeah, that's my stances. That's where my stance is.
As expected. There are tensions in between users and non-users. I see. That's understandable. Yeah, sure. Are you seeing someone?
Getting personal, are we? I'll bite. No, I am not currently seeing anyone.
Really? I figured that you'd already have someone by now.
Really? Why?
Well, for a start, you're really nice. Your intention seems pure, and you're pretty fun. Not to mention, but you're good looking. You know that?
Oh? Wow. Thanks. You ain't so bad yourself, Dan.
And just realize that this might have come off as flirting. That wouldn't be a bad thing, though. Is it? Moving on.
Well, that's 3 questions asked. Tell you what, I'll just ask a question for now, since you're probably already eager to eat. Oh, I know. What's your preference?
Preference?
You know what I'm talking about. The last time I remember, you didn't fill in that spot.
Oh, crap. He's talking about the time I left the one question blank, isn't he?
Let's not be coy here. What team do you swing for? One side or the other? Or both? Is there a reason why you're so hesitant on talking about it?
I suppose. It's not really something that I'm used to discussing.
Well, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, so I'll just drop it.
I have a preference for other men.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I have a preference for other men.
No. That's cool. Good to know.
That felt oddly good. Feels like a burden is off my chest. The tiger looks forward, seemingly pondering about something.
If it makes you feel any better, you're not the only one, Dan. Anyway, let's dig in, shall we? That one's yours.
Thanks. Not the only one. Does that mean... The two of you eat in silence, and after you finish, you return back to the police station.
I'm going to drop you off here. I'll continue to do my patrol, so in the meanwhile, head inside and ask Jacob for something productive to do. I'll bring you along, but I don't want you getting bored waiting around all day. Hence, I figured that it'd be better. You're better off doing some office work for the rest of the day.
Okay, if that's what you want.
That's a command, intern. Chop chop, move it.
With a chuckle and smile, you reply back. Aye, aye, sir. Thanks for lunch, by the way.
No worries. Bye for now.
Guess it's time to bother Jacob. You walk inside to do as you're told for the rest of the day. Time passes and eventually the sun shimmers down to a slumber. Hey Jacob, where am I supposed to place these files?
What are they?
More driving documents.
Just hand them over to me. I'll take care of them.
Okay then.
Nice hat, by the way. Gran let you borrow it?
Yeah, I guess.
Not gonna lie, it kinda fits you. Good for you.
Oh, well, thank you. As you are passing the files over, the front door swings open.
Hey, intern. How's it going? Spend your time productively?
Hey, Gran. Yeah, actually, Jacob is constantly sending me on errands. The tiger squints his eyes towards the weasel, who is smiling innocently.
Well, you're not taking advantage of him, are you?
Nope. Maybe. Okay, I might have got him to do some, extra things. But don't worry. There was just some minute tasks that shouldn't take much time to do. Although, many small things can accumulate, do get bigger. The tiger sighs heavily before slowly making his way towards the weasel. Well, hello there. The tiger grips the weasel's shoulder. From the looks of it, the strength seems to be quite strong. Oh. Gran, it's fine. It wasn't such a big deal. The tiger turns his head to you, a wide smile on his face as he stares you down with such intensity.
Don't worry, Dan.
With that, you are left silent, silenced, mouth gaping, as the tiger returns his focus towards the now nervous weasel.
Hey, Jacob. Have I told you about a wonderful friend of mine?
No. I mean, yeah. Maybe.
Well, as a fellow friend of mine, I hope you understand that there are boundaries, if you catch my drift. No, I am only kidding. But for real, though, you probably shouldn't do that. Dan's been through a lot lately.
Yeah, my bad.
Anyway, I got a small package from the doctor. Is he still here?
The weasel recovers quickly from his shaky self. I think so. He should still be in his office. If not then, probably the infirmary.
No, good. Well, would you mind handing this little package to him?
Sure, I guess. But why can't you just do that yourself?
Will you do it or not?
The weasel flickers back and forth towards the small package and the tiger's pair of eyes with deliberation. Fine. Pass it over.
Thanks. Here you go.
All right. So, can you man my station while I'm off? Huh. Okay, sweet. Thanks. With that, the weasel's heads off.
There he goes.
The tiger turns to face you. Your head is tilted as to ask a question. What's in the package?
Who knows? I have no idea. A delivery man came by and said that he had a package for the dock.
Oh, cool. How are you? How was your afternoon? Spotted anything interesting?
Sort of. Spotted some kids trying to climb over someone else's property. Turns out their ball got stuck inside and the owner was away.
So what did you do?
I watched them for a bit before confronting them. Once I see one of them trying to climb over the fence, I lowered down the window and shouted at them. Told them they should wait until the owner's back to get the ball. Fortunately, they didn't attempt to run away or climb over the fence again. They got rather spooked, but by the looks of it.
I'd imagine. Your face is not exactly, how do I put this? Approachable?
Are you calling me ugly?
Oh, no. You just have that intimidating, rugged look. Not to mention, but you're a pretty big guy for you. And after you after you shouted at them with that voice of yours, who wouldn't get surprised and intimidated? Your size alone will probably scare people off. I mean, I was rather terrified when I first met you. Granted, I was probably more scared of the notion that I'm in an entirely different world. But he doesn't need to know that.
Is that bad?
The tiger's ears droop low as he looks down, his big hands gently scratching the back of his neck. Hey, for what it's worth, I don't think that you're scary. In fact, I think you're quite charming in a way. A fun, charming goof. You're a pretty cool and amazing guy in my book. The tiger looks up and into your eyes, the glint in his eyes as he stares at you softly. The tiger smiles at you warmly. His soon-to-be wet pair of eyes escape yours as he slowly shakes his head.
Thanks. David is right. You're a pretty strange guy, you know.
Now it's my turn to ask if it's a bad thing. You grin at him widely.
Oh, you. Come here.
The tiger grabs you by the arms and pulls you into his, as he gives your head a good knuckle. His soft fur brushes against your skin, his big arms around your shoulders, and that familiar intoxicating smell of his enters your nostrils. You try to escape from his grasp, but the tiger's grip is far too strong. But that doesn't matter. Come on, Gran, let go. I did nothing wrong.
No, this is your punishment for being too cheeky.
Since when is that a crime? Wait, no. That tickles. Despite your protest, the tiger begins to tickle your abdomen. It seems to be quite a weak spot for you. Gran, mercy! Please!
Not until you promise to stop being cheeky.
Never! You tussle between the two of you ends after a couple of minutes. You are left breathless as he releases you after the tiger gives you one last pat on the head. You're one cruel supervisor, you know that?
Maybe. If you didn't go off the rails too much, this wouldn't have happened.
Whatever.
Hey, before I head back home, I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, sure. What is it?
Will you... do you want to come with me to train after work tomorrow? You told me, you've had experience with some martial arts before, so I figured that you might be interested.
Training? You mean your martial arts sessions?
Yep, that's right. You don't have to do anything if you'd like. You don't have to do anything if you'd like. You can just watch. But if you're interested to learn some, I wouldn't mind helping. It might also be a good diversion from all the things that you've been through. Do not feel pressured, though. I'll understand if you refuse. I just wanted to show you a little bit more of me.
Oh, Gran, how can you look like a brute but be adorable at the same time? Yes, that sounds fun.
Oh, it's okay. Wait, did you say yes?
Yeah, I think it would be fun, and as you said, a good distraction. Maybe it'll encourage me to work out some more.
Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, maybe we can even be gym buddies.
Maybe.
So it's a plan then. A plan.
The tiger looks up for a brief moment, a smile forming on his relieved face.
Right. I'll see you tomorrow then, intern. Have a good night. Oh, and would you mind watching over the front desk until Jacob is back?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
The tiger walks close to you, ruffling your head once more before heading towards the exit. As the tiger grips the lid on the door handle, he gives you one last glance with a smile. And then the tiger is gone. You waited for a few minutes and more until the weasel returns with the doctor by him. The two of them greet you, the otter bidding you a good night afterwards before heading home. Once the weasel thanks you for covering for him, you make your way towards the infirmary. What a day. I guess this is my life for the next few months, huh? An intern at a police department. It's not that bad, actually. I don't get paid, but at least I'm doing something for a change. And Gran is here. Gran. I'm surprised about his training place. Guess I'll find out tomorrow. Crap. I forgot to ask for Gran's signature. Guess that'll have to wait until tomorrow. You close your eyes as you drift into a slumber. The moonlight shimmers through the draped window, giving light to the dark room. You're standing in the middle of the infirmary. Suddenly, the door opens and a figure emerges from the shadow. Gran? What are you doing here? The tiger moves in closer. His every step echoes with confidence. His blue eyes glint like a ball of light in an abyss. As he gets closer, you involuntarily step back, eventually having your back reach the wall. The tiger continues to move in, his eyes gentle as he looks at you. Stopping mere inches away from you, he plants an arm on the wall above you, leaning in.
Tell me, Dan. Is this what you want?
The tiger whispers with a faint growl, his head stopping low to level his eyes with you. Your mouth becomes dry as you look back at his eyes and down to his half-opened lips. The tiger seems to be breathing heavily.
Tell me. Please.
With his other arm on your waist, the tiger gently... Yeah, that's a typo. Pulls the two of you closer, your lower half colliding with his. Time feels like it's in a standstill as you continue to look back into his warm, blue pair of eyes. You feel a strange sensation in your gut, one of warmth and calmness. You try to look away, but the feeling, it is still there. Eventually you give in. Yes, Gran? The tiger's eyes light up, As he moves his head closer to yours, his eyes continues to look at yours. From the look of it, he seems glad, relieved. There's a tear in his eyes as he continues to move in closer. He cups your head and caresses you gently, his breathing shaky.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this.
Then his warm lips touches yours. I guess I'll do that. Cuddly, isn't he? That would be the end of build 1. Yeah, okay. Apologies. Yeah, I think this is the same as the Nerf Graham's abs. That's funny. Yeah. Well, I guess that's all there is to Gran's route. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around.